What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, and this is MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spinoff Series Thursdays. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, and I am the host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. If you are enjoying this show, you can also check out the Premier Boys Podcast, hosted by myself, Aaron Keetook Sands, the Star Rider Rod, and Long Live Chief Mighty Mal, where we discuss everything that's going on in the culture, from love, relationships, music, sex, politics, and many more. We can make you laugh, but the show could get a little raunchy, and it may not be for everybody. But if you are curious to listen to the Premier Boy Podcast, you can tune in to the Premier Boy Podcast every Wednesdays at 12 a.m. on all podcast platforms, a part of the Premier Powerverse Network. Other shows that you can check out on the Premier Powerverse Network is King Talk with Aaron Sands, hosted by Aaron King Talk Sands every Friday at 12 p.m. Star Time Podcast hosted by the Star Rider Rod every Monday at 12 p.m. And Welcome to the Trilogy, hosted by Long Live the Chief Mighty Mal every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Listen and support every show in the Premier Powerverse, including this show, MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, who is also a part of the Premier Powerverse Network. Thank you for listening to this message and check out the show. Chill! You are now listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents the Top 20 Countdown Show series with Ken, aka MrGentleman,
and Jaylan Salah.
Chill! Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, 1/4 of the Premier Boys Podcast, and your host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And welcome to another new episode of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Hope all is well. And we have another new episode of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents the Top 20 Countdown Show, the series, a part of the Spinoff Series Thursday lineup every Thursdays. And of course, I got my co-host Jaylan back on the show. And on this episode, we will be discussing our favorite and romantic movies. Even though Valentine's Day is over, love season is all year round. And this was a really fun episode. And we filmed this episode last year, but I can't wait for y'all to check out this episode. And y'all already know what to do. Sit back, relax, and I'll be right back.
Hi, my name is B Wise, and you are listening to MrGentleman's Lifestyle Podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, and I am the host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And this commercial break is brought to you by MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. On MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, we interview many guests about their life journey, pretty much where they come from and where they at now. Also promoting their brands or whatever they're doing at the time they come on the show. We also have the host talk about personal stories about himself and everything that he's been through. And also we have fun conversation about anything music, anything old school, relationships, wrestling, and many more. And y'all can tune in to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays at 12 a.m. We are also on every Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Spinoff Series Thursdays, where we have all of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spinoff Series all in one day, where we have a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. The Old School Show with myself and the Star Rider Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursdays at 12 a.m. And y'all can tune in to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, The Pods, and many more. Or y'all can check it out on the official website of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, and tune in every Sundays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to this commercial break of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Cheers!
My name is Jaylan Salah, and you are listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And at this time, we got another episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Presents the Top 20 Countdown Show of the series. And of course, I got my co-host returning with me. I got Miss Jaylan back with me. Jaylan, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Kenny?
I'm doing good too. And like I said, we are on episode 2 now on the Top 20 Countdown Show. And like I said, happy to do the journey with you. And you know, we're gonna have a good time.
Very good time. I'm so excited.
Yes, and today's topic is pretty interesting. So today's topic is our favorite romantic movies. It could be romantic comedy, rom-com, drama, thrillers, and stuff like that. So my question to you, I got 2 questions for you for this. So my question to you, how do you feel about making this list? And are you a romantic person?
I feel like I'm more of a I don't know if I'm romantic. Maybe I am romantic when I'm in a relationship. But in my normal self, when I'm single, I don't think I'm romantic. But I'm more of a cynical romantic, like Nora Ephron, for example. She writes my favorite genre of romance. She writes these funny, like cynical romances. So I think I'm more of a cynical person. But during a relationship, I find myself tending to be romantic and stuff. So yeah, probably I am romantic. Maybe I am more romantic than I give myself credit for.
Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. And how was it making this list? How was it making this list? Like, was this list easy for you? Was this challenging, or?
I gotta tell you, I just had help making it, and I will reveal in the episode how. Because honestly, I'm like, whoa, romantic films. Because mostly when you tell me romances, I'll definitely go to like horror and gothic romance and vampires. So this time it's a very tamer list. It's kind of like more mushy, but you will see why as we reveal.
And you know, I can't wait for that. And to answer the question I asked you, I am a romantic person when the right person.
Yes, you are. I know.
I'm a homesick romantic, but I'm not gonna lie. Making this list was really, really hard. It was harder than I thought. I thought this list was gonna be easy to make, but so far since we've been doing this episode, this series, this probably might be one of the hardest lists. Who knows? That might could change, but right now, it might be the hardest list so far. But yeah, of course, we got our top 20 favorite romantic movies, and of course, Jaylan. Lady first, as always, you are first. What is your number 20?
My number 20 is a movie I think that we both love. It's Queen and Slim. 2019? Yes.
Hold on, my bad to cut you up. But by the way, I got to say this every episode. This is our picks. This is our opinions.
Don't come after us.
Do not come after it. And also, now that you mentioned it, I got a feeling some stuff, we all going to have some similarities of this list. I also think that you're going to have some stuff that I would debate about adding that I think is overrated, but we see what happened. But also, I got to think you're gonna have some. I got to feel you're gonna have the classics.
Yes,
that I'm gonna be upset that I don't have on my list. My bad for that. Sorry, okay, you're number 20. You're number 20.
It's Queen and Slim. We both love this movie, directed by Melina Matsoukas and starring Daniel Kaluuya and Jodie Turner-Smith, and it's a very Bonnie and Clyde-ish film, but it also talks about race. It talks about love on the run. It talks about, I think, injustice and many themes that could be hard for a romantic movie, but it's still one of my favorites because I mean, when they ask each other in the car while they're on the run, like, what do you want from love? And he tells her he wants his woman to be his legacy. And then at the end, she asks him, like, can I be your legacy? And he says, you already are. Oof. You rarely find poignant moments like these in romantic movies. But this movie captures it perfectly. So I don't know, I just adore this film so much, and it's like one of my favorites. I keep like watching clips of it every now and then because it just hit me so hard when I watched it, and I watched it like 2 years ago or something, so it was kind of very recent too. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, I do like this movie. I don't have it on my list. This is one of the movies I don't have on my list that I need to watch. Oh, I only saw this movie once, and like a lot, this was a really amazing movie. And yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but it was a good movie though. I'm not surprised that you have this movie on your list though. This is a good pick. This is a good pick. So my number 20. So I got this movie that I discovered probably 2 years ago. I watched it on Netflix, but it's not a Netflix original. And it's a romantic comedy. It's a romantic comedy, and it's a pretty cool movie. I got this movie called Plus One. And on this movie, it pretty much two friends who go to different weddings and they like each other dates. I guess you could say they like wedding dates and stuff like that. Until later, of course, by the end of the movie, they end up, falling in love and all this. You already know how romantic movies are. And it was a cute, romantic comedy.
Cute.
Yeah, it's a cute romantic comedy. I've seen the movie once, but I enjoyed it, and it was pretty recent when I saw this. So yeah, I got Plus One as my number 20. So what is your number 19?
Number 19 is If Beale Street Could Talk. And I gotta tell you, Barry Jenkins is one of my favorite directors. I adore him. I know he hadn't made a lot of movies, but seriously, If Beale Street Could Talk and another film that I have on my list are like my top two romantic movies. It's like If Beale Street Could Talk is Kiki Lane, Stefan James, Regina King, and it's also, again, I think romantic movies that go. I love, of course, a lot of cutesy romantic movies, but I love romantic movies that sometimes go beyond the romance and have like other difficult themes to tackle. So here it's a very poignant love story, and it's very heartbreaking, and it also talks again about injustice and stuff like that, so bigger themes. And the soundtrack is just, I think it's Nicholas Brittle, I hope. It's just out of this world. There are like pieces of music in this soundtrack that I go to and listen to again and again and again. It's so good. So, and the actors were brilliant here. I think Regina won an Oscar for it, supporting actress, I think. So totally deserved. So yeah, what a movie. Seriously.
I know this is a great movie. It's a great thing. I've never seen this movie. It always was my watch list. Always say I'm gonna watch this movie, but I just never got a chance to watch it. I knew it was a good movie. I never got a chance to watch it. So I think that since she brought this up, I gotta watch it now because I've been heard of for a long time. I gotta watch this movie now. But that's a good pick.
Beautiful. Yes.
That's another good pick. That's another good pick. So my number 19, I got a Netflix original, a Netflix movie that came out this year actually. And this is a romantic comedy. I got this movie called The Life List. And this movie pretty much about, a girl who lost her mother and her mother passed away. Her mother put together her company to her family member, but she gave it to the in-laws. But instead she has other plans for the daughter. So she made this list that she made as a kid, and her mother pretty much recorded and told her, "This is the list that you need to do to accomplish your goals and stuff like that." And it had a really it's an interesting, cute Netflix movie, and of course, a happy end at the end, and stuff. The guy she helped her, you ain't know how love, you ain't know how it is.
Yes.
I don't want to give away the movie, but yeah. And the movie was made by, directed and written by Alan Britt. And it was a novel with the same name. So, yeah. The Love List. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this movie is pretty inspiring, though, too. So, yeah.
Wow.
Netflix did a thing with this movie. I ain't gonna lie.
I have to have all your list because I feel like your list needs to enrich my list. Mine will be more classic, I guess.
Don't worry. We're going to get to the classic. You ain't know how to do my list. I always get the new stuff out the way, and then the classic.
Yes.
Yeah, but it got definitely my number 19. What's your number 18?
My number 18 is this movie called Adam, 2009, directed by Max Meyer, starring Hugh Dancy and my favorite actress, Rose Byrne. Rose Byrne, in my opinion, is a very underrated actress. It's beautiful because it's about a man who has Asperger's syndrome and meeting this woman who loves him, but I think she kind of struggles of communicating with him. What I love about this movie is the idea that it doesn't end with them being together. They don't know how to make it work out. However, he inspires her and she inspires him. And at the end, she sends him a book that she wrote with a dedication to him. Dear Adam, look how far we've become. Love. And then she signs her name. Oof. Look, I love the idea that people can actually break up or be apart in relationships and still have a civil relationship and still have good feelings toward each other and still can maintain a friendship, or at least, good. We can still remember the goodness. We can still remember the good times. So this is one of the things that I loved the most about this movie. The ending, it kind of like took it to another level. Like if they ended up together, especially because they were always struggling to communicate and to connect throughout the film, I would have felt like it's not realistic, guys. I don't feel it. But when they made it that way, that made me love the movie more. So it went on my top 20 list.
Nice. I gotta check this one out. I never heard this one.
You have to.
I gotta
It's
check
so
this
good.
one out. All right, so my number 18, I got this movie that I seen when it came out in 2014. And this is a romantic drama. And this movie is called Beyond the Light. It have Nate Parker.
No! How dare you?
Oh, Danny Glover. Don't tell me you got this on your list too.
It's my number 6.
Dang. already.
How can you? I love this movie so much.
Yeah, this movie is so
Oh
good.
my God.
So about what we're talking about now. So this movie pretty much about a girl who is a pop star. Her mother pretty much put her in that stardom, and she just wanted to get away. She wanted to do some things, and she met this security guard, and bodyguard, because I guess you could say, and pretty much asked to help. And pretty much you already know what happened after that. They fall in love. They had a crazy ex-boyfriend around, which was played by Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this was a really good movie. It's funny because this came up on my
And the
TV
songs.
And the songs was amazing too. Yeah, it came out on my watch list recently. I was like, I should rewatch this movie because I was debating if I should even add this movie. I'm glad I did now. I'm glad I added it to my list now. So yeah, this was a good movie. I definitely watch it again.
It's very good, and I love that they really captured the struggling, destructive pop star spirit.
Yeah.
What's her name? Gugu Mbatha or Juju?
Gugu Mbatha. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
She sang Blackbird, Nina Simone's Blackbird.
Yeah.
I still listen. I keep returning to her cover of the song because she sang it so raw and beautiful. It always brings tears to my eyes. Brilliant film. Seriously, I want everyone to watch this film.
Yeah,
so good. And it's also directed by like a brilliant female director, Gina Prince Bythewood.
Gina Prince, right, there you go. Yeah, Gina Prince, yeah.
She's just this woman, I swear, and she's now directing blockbusters and stuff. And she also directed Love and Basketball, a film that I really like. I didn't have it on the list, but it's a film that I really love. So she's just brilliant. Man, this woman.
But funny you said that. That movie, Love and Basketball, I don't have it on my list, by the way. I don't have it on my list. But I know a lot of people love it.
I love it.
It's a good romantic movie, but for me, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I'm sorry. People gonna hate me for this.
Tell me.
I find it.
Do you find it mean, or do you find? No, just tell me. I'm curious.
I find it overrated. I'm sorry.
Okay, you find one of your overrated. Okay, Ken, you reveal yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody gonna hate me for that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I find it. But she's a good director though. She's a good director, and this movie really good. One thing, this movie remind me of another movie. I'm pretty sure we both gonna have it on our list, but we're gonna say that for later.
Oh my God, I might have forgotten to. Oh my goodness! Don't remind me. I probably didn't add the one you're mentioning on my list.
Okay.
Although I adore it, but hey, let's wait.
Okay. Wait, there you go. What's your number 17?
Okay, my number 17 is Desert Hearts. Okay, Desert Hearts, directed by Donna Deitch, starring Helen Shaver, Patricia Charbonneau. It's a lesbian love story, and it's one of the most beautiful. I covered it on the J Days with my dear friend Kristen Baristella from the Women in Session Film podcast, and it was our first time watching it. One of our female followers recommended it to us, and she like wrote under a YouTube video like, guys, you have to watch this movie. And we watched it, and I don't think we expected to love it that much, but it's about a professor who goes into the desert to get divorced. Kristen like told me that historically divorce was not available in all states back in the days, so she goes to a state to get a divorce, and then she meets this very free-spirited bohemian girl, and they have this, and it's very beautifully shot. So I can't recommend it enough, honestly. If someone wants to just take a break from the world and watch a movie beautiful in the desert, beautiful characters, there's a lot of even very cool soundtrack. It has Elvis, it has a lot of the 50s songs, so just listen to it. I don't know, it's just a beautiful film, beautiful little film.
Okay, there you go. You know what? And you know we always do. We do the countdown show. We got to share our list. So and maybe maybe we will share it to the public too. And maybe y'all can give me y'all top 20, y'all top 20, romantic movie, or even the last one we did the animated movie and more. Yeah. But that's a good pick. I gotta check that out. I never heard that one either. I gotta check that one out. All right, so my number 17, I got this movie which is directed by another movie by Mr. Adam Brooke. I didn't know the man made a lot of movies, directed a lot of movies, and I got a romantic comedy that came out in 2008. And I got this movie called Definitely Maybe. Ryan Reynolds, Issa Fisher.
I love this movie. It's not on my list, but I love it.
Yeah. Elizabeth Banks, there you go. Elizabeth Banks and more. And this movie, I enjoyed this movie. I saw this movie for free at the movie theaters. I got a free first screening for this. I got to see it before it came out. And pretty much it's about, Ryan Reynolds told a story to his daughter about how he met her mother, that lead into another bigger story, with his love life. And this movie always been like a really fun movie to watch, really fun romantic movie. And yeah, Definitely Maybe. I definitely love this movie.
I love this movie. I really love it. It's not on my list, but I just love it. It's a great movie, by the way. So good.
There you go. Okay, what's your number 16?
My number 16, and you will be surprised at that, but that's like speaks to the wild side in me. It's the Peter Jackson 2005 King Kong. Why? It has Naomi Watts I think Naomi Watts for me is a great actress, but I think her career choices do not reflect her talent. That's my opinion. She's not always as great as you would want her to be. Like, she was great in Mulholland Drive, David Lynch, and this I think was for me one of the best roles that she ever made, because she had this ethereal, classic Hollywood movie star aura around her, which is so difficult to capture in today's world and today's movie stars. And she, of course, not her love story with Adrian Brody, but what I loved were the scenes with her and Kong, and, they were in Central Park and kind of like skating, and the way she would just look up with tears in her eyes. I swear, I just look at her and, wow, can anybody look more beautiful on film? I don't know. So this was one of my romantic films.
Hold on. So did you say King Kong?
Yes, the 2005 one.
Oh, wow. Oh,
it's really long. It's really boring. It has many parts that I could just cut, but the romance in it, I don't know. I just adore it.
I definitely did see this movie. It was a long time though. It was a long time.
Yes, because it was slammed, and I think it failed at the box office, but I always got attracted to the romantic storyline in it, so it's one of my favorites. I would just watch it and feel like, wow, it's my romantic movie. I don't care about the rest. Screw the rest.
I'm not gonna lie. That's an interesting choice. I'm not gonna lie. That's an interesting choice. My number 16, I got this movie that came out in 2018. It was directed by John M. Chung. And this was based on a novel. I got this movie called Crazy Rich Asians. The star Constantine Wu, Ken Jeong, the legendary Michelle Yeoh.
Yes.
And I love this movie. I love, how she ended up, trying to get married to a famous husband, and then his family don't like her. I enjoyed this movie.
It's a great film.
It is a great film. They were supposed to turn it into a show. I don't know if they still doing that. I keep hearing they're supposed to turn into a series, but I don't know what they're doing that. If they do, hopefully the same characters from the movie. I highly doubt it. But yeah, but this is a pretty dope movie.
It's wonderful, and I think it's like it got a lot of money at the box office too. So it was like
it did, yeah.
An all Asian cast, so this was a blast. Yes,
that's what I'm just about to say. Yeah, all Asian cast. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Of course,
I wouldn't mind if they have a sequel to this with the same cast, but I don't know about a series and they go with a series and they do a completely different cast. I'd rather them make a sequel to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I guess more about cause I don't remember they got married at the end, or they just got proposed at the. I can't remember.
I've seen this a long time ago. I think it was.
It was, yeah. I think it was proposed, yeah. I think if they were to make a part 2, it'd be
probably they were planning exactly to make the wedding in the part 2 and have it like very glamorous and lavish. Yeah. Yes, but they fell apart.
Yeah. But this is a good movie though. Crazy Rich Asians as my number 16. So what's your number 15?
Okay, so my number 15 is Nora Ephron's Sleepless in Seattle, because Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, and they meet, and it's a chance encounter, and it's New York, and it's like this beautiful thing. I don't know. I adore this movie. It's very beautiful, and it has all the elements of an old-time romance. And it's very subtle, and it's very, I love old Nora Ephron's movies, obviously, even the non-romantic ones. But this one just has a very close place in my heart, and even in my boyfriend's heart. So when we were, compiling a list, a shared list and stuff, this movie was on both of our lists. So it's just, it's a beautiful movie. Just a beautiful, sweet movie that feels like a melody.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've never seen this movie. I already heard about it, but I'm not surprised that you had this on your list. I had a feeling that she might gonna have one of these classic old school.
Definitely, I have to. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so my number 15. I got this movie that came out in 2011. It was directed by Celine Aki, produced by Tracy Edwards, babyface wife or ex-wife or. And this is an amazing movie. I got Jump in the Broom, but a pretty dope cast. Got Angela Bassett, Paula Platten, Lorenzo, Loretta Devon, Mike Epps, Megan Good, and whole bunch of cast. And this is a pretty good movie, pretty much about somebody, the family get married, and two families, don't like each other, and then you ain't know how it is. Yeah, I got Jump in the Broom. It's a wedding romantic movie.
Wow. I've never seen this movie, I think.
Yeah, you definitely should check it out, though. It's a good movie. Definitely check it out.
What your description is just so good. You have to share with me all the ones that I missed. Because this cast is like gold.
Yeah, no, it's an all-star cast. It's definitely an all-star cast. And you got your girl Angela Bassett in it, so yeah, definitely an all-star cast. So yeah.
I mean, hello.
Yeah.
When you have Angela Bassett in a movie, you just wait for it and just watch her do her magic.
Yeah. All right, so what's your number 14?
All right, my number 14 is... Okay, so this is kind of weird, and I know people will come after me, but however, I was so against The Notebook. Okay, and I really felt like, I hate The Notebook, very overrated, it's not romantic, blah, blah, blah. But then my boyfriend just adores The Notebook, and it's like one of his favorite movies ever. So, when you're in a relationship, you kind of feel like you love what the other person loves as well. You kind of start developing something for a movie that is shared between you. And I feel like we have a lot of similarities between the characters too. He's very laid back, and I'm very wild and out of there and very unhinged. So it's my number 14. It has to be. Also, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams are so iconic. So how can you not love that? And Nick Cassavetes did it, and Gina Rowlands was there, and she played she's his mother, and she played the older version of Rachel McAdams' character. So I had to put it, you know what I mean? I was so against it. I felt like I had so much dislike for it, but then I came in a relationship, and I find that my partner just loved it so much. So I realized, wow, when I see it, I don't remember my dislike. I remember him So it kind of made sense for me to have it on my list.
Okay, good pick. I never really watched The Notebook. Always wanted to. I
Oh
never
my
watched The
God.
Notebook. A lot of people always
I
talk about it. I never got to watch it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's one of the most talked about romantic movies. It's
Yeah, it
kind of
is. It
like
is.
Titanic and stuff. So sometimes you feel like, no, I'm not gonna watch this. Everybody watch. I watched it so early on when it first came out, I think, and I was like, okay, yeah, not my style. Told you because I'm kind of cynical and I love, like very very antagonistic wild love. But then I grew older and probably more mature and realized,
Yeah.
well, I like it, and I think movies take on sometimes the memories of the people you associate them with. So maybe sometimes you just love a movie in the past and then someone does something nasty and you can't watch that movie anymore because it reminds
Yeah.
you of that person, and vice versa. Like you don't like a movie, but then you meet someone who makes that movie a different watching experience
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the case for The Notebook, I think.
Good pick. Good pick. All right. So my number 14. So I got this romantic comedy, which is actually a reboot of the original with the same title. This movie is directed by Steve Pink, and it's been cast in this movie. I had this movie on my favorite movie list when we did our favorite movie list, on the main MrGentleman like the podcast show. And I had to add this here because I love this movie so much. It's one of my favorite romantic comedy. I got About Last Night, Kevin Hart, Regina Hall, Michael Ealy, Joy Bryan. Yeah,
It's like a long time ago. I need to revisit it.
yeah,
Wow.
it's been a long time since I've seen this. This also came out in 2014. Around the same time, they did another. Half the cast did another movie together. Regina Hall, Kevin Hart, and Michael Ealy. We did this Thinking Like a Man, pretty much around the same time, literally around the same time. And yeah, this movie always make me laugh every time I watch this movie. They all, Kevin Hart, Regina Hall got amazing chemistry. They got
I
amazing.
adore him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they got amazing.
What's not to love? When you have like Kevin Hart in a movie, you always have him like exactly.
Yeah, I agree. And this is a really good movie. This is my number 14. And I need to watch the original because I never watched the original. It's funny how
I didn't even know there was an original.
yeah.
Wow.
But the original is it's a all white cast. This one is an all black cast.
Yeah, so it's of course superior.
Yeah,
exactly. Yes.
Yeah. But I'm gonna check out the original though. Cause I'm curious to
Also,
see is it
I
like the same or not.
I have to correct that I said Seattle in New York. It's in Washington, D.C. Guys, I don't know. Don't come after me. I'm Egyptian. Because it's like in New York. It's actually in Washington. Okay. It feels like New York to me. This is why. So guys, the meeting in Seattle, which is in Washington, was beautiful. Yeah.
There you go. All right, what's your number 13?
Okay, yeah. Okay, my number 13 is, again, it's one of my boyfriend's favorite movies. It Happened One Night, Frank Capra, Clark Gable, and Claudette Colbert. And it's one of those classics that leaves you feeling very, I don't know, kind of like pompous and beautiful. And I don't know, like, I just love classic movies because my boyfriend is a cinephile, like a classic movie buff. So he knows a lot of classic movies. I'm not that an expert. But ever since, like we started, the relationship, he's been giving me all these classic movies to watch, and I've been giving him, like weird foreign movies to watch. So this is one of them. And now I felt like, wow, it's just so cute and so lovely. And I love Clark Gable. My grandmother just, God bless her soul, she loved Clark Gable so much. So yeah, I kind of recommend it to you if you haven't seen it, but it's just so beautiful and so pretty, and it's a lovely tale, and it's just very funny too. So I love like older comedies.
Yeah, definitely gotta check it out. Number 13, I got this movie. I had this on my favorite movie list when we did our favorite movie list together, and it's a romantic comedy. With star Lena Long and Lawrence Tate. I got the Love Jones. Pretty much a poet and a photographer. They fall in love in Chicago, and then and it's a pretty good movie. It's definitely a classic. A pretty good movie. Soundtrack is really dope as well. And yeah,
I adore it. It's a great movie. I love that we never, I don't think we only have like what Beyond the Lights. Probably this is our only
Oh,
tie-in so
so
far.
far,
So this
so
one
far,
is different, you guys.
so
Yes.
far, so far, so far. I think when we get to the top 10, we might get that might change. There's a couple of movies
Mm-hmm.
that
Yes.
I think that I have. You might end up having to. I
Ooh
think.
la la. Okay.
Let's see what happens. All right. So what's your number 12?
Okay, my number 12 is Roman Holiday. Okay, one of my boyfriend's favorite movies, but it's also why because I love William Wyler, the director. And of course it stars the timeless Audrey Hepburn, Gregory Peck, and she's like a European prince, like the roles that Audrey Hepburn plays and how
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
beautiful they are. So it's just she just appears on screen and you feel like she's from an other time. Very beautiful and very delicate. So it's again a very beautiful movie to watch and a beautiful movie to enjoy. And I also love the dialogue in old movies and classic movies. Just so refined. So yeah, one of my favorites.
There you go.
Roman
There you go.
Holiday.
Woman Holiday. I've never seen that, but I think I
You
might have to
have
check it out.
to. Kenny, there is a lot you have to see, baby.
I know. I definitely do. Yeah. All right. So my number 12, I got this movie that came out in 1999. It also got an all-star cast in this movie too. A lot of people that I have on this list, they are on multiple. They are on multiple um movies on this list. Multiple romantic movie list. Tay Diggs in here. Omar Epps is in here. Forgot his Richard. I forgot his last name. Richard. I forgot his last name. He's on the show The Rookie right now. He's been on it for like many years.
My
I got
cousin
this.
loves The Rookie.
Yeah, and I forgot the woman name, but she also on lead Soul Food, the show version of Soul
Mhm.
Food. I got The Woods, pretty much about high school kids, pretty much about high school kids, and he was feeling this girl for his high school, and they end up slowly falling in love. Got to fight with her brother, and yeah, and in the future they their friends start end up getting married, but he got drunk. It's a cute romantic movie. The Woods. There was another movie that they were supposed to make a show for, but I don't think it never happened. But I got to shout out Luther Vandross because he was like they played the soundtrack for that song in the movie. It this were non with now Kendrick Lamar said with it, and yeah,
You
yeah,
told me about The Wiz.
The
You
Woods.
had it on one of your earlier lists, right?
I believe I did. I think I did. I think I did
I
have it on
think you
my.
did. Yes, because
I did. I think I
I learned
did.
about it from you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think I did have that on my earlier list, and there you go. Now, what's your number 11? Yeah, we were about to
Ooh.
be in the top 10.
Hey, my number 11 is like one of those movies where it's like typical Jay. Now, this is 100% me. Like it's dark love, it's very goth, it's very weird. It's The Crow, 1994, Alex Proyas, Brandon Lee, Rochelle Davis. I'm sorry I didn't like the new Crow at all, although F her name is like FKA Twigs. What is her name? The hot chick. I think FKA Twigs or something. She's so hot and she's so good, but the new Crow sucks. I hate it so much. There is no Crow except Brandon Lee, R.I.P. So this is one of my romantic movies. It has all the themes that speak to my soul. It has darkness. It has evil people. It has like death of love. It has this like just hopeless love and a tormented soul roaming the earth. It's The Crow is actually one of my favorite like comic book heroes. So yeah, the 1994 Crow is
The Crown. I
the movie
definitely did
that
heard this. I did heard this movie before. I definitely did heard it.
you
I'm
didn't
not
see
sure.
the new one or the old one at all.
I
The
think
Crow?
I feel like the old one sound really familiar. I don't think I ever watched it though. It definitely doesn't sound familiar to me though.
It's so good, but it's so dark. I don't like it
I,
seriously
I,
has a lot of also injustice too. So when you watch it, it will feel like it's really painful. The new one
yeah,
felt like crap to me.
I definitely go check it out. So my number 11. So I got this movie that came out in 2004. It's directed by Peter Siegel. And every time these two people come together in a movie, because they did multiple movies together, they always have like amazing chemistry in almost every movie they're in. But for some reason, this movie is my favorite when it comes to them. I got 50 First Dates, Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore.
I adore
Ron
this
Orlando's
movie.
in this. Blake Blake Clark, Dan Aykroyd, and yeah, and pretty much this
Adam
movie
Sandler
pretty
is
much
so good at romance. Who would
yeah,
have thought?
yeah, and yeah, and this movie pretty much about Drew Barrymore. She seemed to get into an accident and she moved her memory. So Alan Sandler put the pretty much take her on dates to remember everything, and yeah, and I go like this is a really cute movie. I always enjoy
Very.
this movie, and like I said, when they do a movie together, it's gonna be good because they had good chemistry, like for
Great
real.
chemistry, great
Yeah,
chemistry. I think they also made The Wedding Singer, right? It's
yeah.
also another good movie.
What a singer. They had another movie
Yes,
that I randomly saw recently called the Blend. The Blend.
exactly. So they
The
have a
Blend. Yeah,
lot.
they had a
Uh-huh.
lot. Yeah, they have a lot. One thing about Adam Sandler, he always worked with a lot of the same people, which is why the chemistry with me acting with the same people is always pretty great with the chemistry. So yeah, but this one's is a great movie. 50 First Dates is my
That's a good
11th.
one. Yes. I love it
Yes.
too.
So now we are on our top 10. We are on our top 10. So what is your number 10?
Casablanca. Michael Curtiz, starring Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman. I mean, if you don't love Here's Looking at You, kid, then where is the romance in this world? I just adore everything about Casablanca, the setting, the music. Play it for me, Sam. Humphrey Bogart being, like a hopeless romantic, Ingrid Bergman being so sexy and beautiful and torn between two men. And it just takes you to another time. And I think it was one of the movies that I watched very young too, like with my grandma and grandpa and stuff like that. It was big in our household. So I adore Casablanca. Who wouldn't love that?
Okay, good pick. I might have to check that one out too. All right,
Have to.
so my number 10. This movie came out in 2003. It was directed by Peter Percy. This movie, I rewatched this movie recently. Got to refresh my memory, and this movie always been a good movie. I also love this movie because I love the actress in the movie. She is when she on some movie or show, I gotta watch her. The guy in the movie, not so much, but I mean, mixed feelings about him. But this movie is really enjoyable. I got How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Kate
Kate
Hudson.
Hudson is
Yeah,
of
I love Kate
you're
Hudson.
not big on McConaughey. Like you don't like Matthew
Not
McConaughey.
really. I don't hate him, but
He has
I'm not
some
the
good
biggest.
roles, but
He has a
yeah,
good
yeah,
role. He has a good role, but I'm not the biggest fan of him.
yeah.
But I adore Kate Hudson though. I
And
always
she's also
love
so
watching her stuff.
funny.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she
great
is.
in like I think I watched a lot of her movies, and she's great in horror. She's great in
Yeah,
comedy, but she has a knack for comedy like no other.
yeah. And she do got a new show out now called I forgot to call the Running Game, something like that. The Running Game, the new show on Netflix, and it just got renewed for a second season. Pretty good, but this movie is definitely a classic. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days,
10 days.
which also was a novel. So yeah, pretty good. And what's your number 9?
Now it's getting hotter and hotter, more
It is
difficult. Okay, so my number 9 is Edward Scissorhands, and it's Tim Burton, of
classic,
course.
classic.
Yes, and I mean it's dark. It's so beautiful. It's about this, toxic romantic kind of like I don't want to hurt you love story where it's like I also love movies where it's like the male protagonist has like this fragile kind of like I want to protect myself soul, and then he meets this kind of ice princess in a way who kind of changes her with his kindness and with his like vulnerability and stuff like that. I think unfortunately I don't like him anymore, Johnny Depp, but he was brilliant in it.
Yeah.
So and Winona Ryder, of course, I just adore her so much.
Oh,
I
of
think she
course, yeah.
has the face of her face is just so beautiful, and she was like the queen of the 90s. All
She
the
was,
movies
yep,
that she
yep,
made, we
yep.
loved it.
But
As people growing in the 90s, of course we adored her. She was like an icon. So, and I think it encapsulates a lot of Tim Burton's themes too, but it's very
yeah,
romantic, even though it's kind of sad and it makes you cry, and it also has, in my opinion, some of things about injustice and kind of like
mm,
rage and pain and suppressing your emotions. So what's not to love about a story like
yeah,
that?
yeah. That was a good movie. I don't have it on my list, but that's definitely a good movie. Definitely a classic. Yeah, Edward
Classic.
Scissorhands. So
Yes, yes.
my number 9, I got a movie that came out in 1993. I don't know if you have this on your list now, but you had this on your list on your favorite movie list, though. I didn't have this on my list in my favorite, but you have it on your list in your favorite movie list. But you enjoyed this movie the last time we spoke about it. This was.
I think I know what you were talking about.
Yeah, this was direct. I don't want to say because I'll go ahead and say it anyway. This was written and directed by John Singleton, and the movie I am talking about is Poetic Justice. Janet Jackson, Tupac Shakur, Regina King, Joe Torre. Yes.
I swear I wanted to add it on my list, but I thought, okay, I'm gonna add another one. But it was on. It's like, isn't it great? Isn't this movie like the best? And who would have thought that Janet Jackson could act that good? I mean, girl, and Tupac, he was just brilliant. Yeah. Brilliance taken out of this world so early. Yeah, great pick. What a movie. Yeah. And it's also very romantic too. In a realistic way.
It is, and that's why, it is romantic. I had to add it in my list this time. I didn't have it in my list on any of my lists before, so I had to add this fit for this list. Yeah, Poetic Justice, definitely a beautiful movie. Janet Jackson killed it. Tupac killed it too. Man, recipe to Tupac, recipe to John Singleton. Yeah, classic movie. What's your number 8?
My number 8 is Bram Stoker's Dracula, Francis Ford Coppola. Again, Winona Ryder, my love, Gary Oldman, you have Anthony Hopkins and Keanu Reeves. But the love story between Dracula and, like Mina, and I traveled oceans of time to find you. I love Gothic love stories so much. I wish I had added more Gothic love stories to our list. But like I told you, I'm more fluff because I had like snippets here and there in the list.
Yeah.
So, but this one is just so, and the music is just out of this world. And I think it's one of my favorite vampire stories too. I love vampirism in film and I love vampire love stories. So this one is like on my top of the hill.
Okay, good pick. All right, so my number 8. So I got this movie that came out in 1999. This had an all-star cast. This movie became a franchise after a while, with a sequel and a show. And this movie is made by Malcolm D. Lee, which is his director debut. Which, fun fact, which I didn't notice till just now, he's Spike Lee's cousin. I never knew that.
I never knew that too. Wow.
I never knew that. Yeah. So the movie I am talking about is The Best Man, romantic comedy. Taye Diggs, Nia Long, Regina Hall, which is her debut. Maurice Chestnut, Terrence Howard, a whole bunch of other people. And yeah, this movie always was pretty amazing. Yeah, the first one is definitely a classic. And yeah, The Best Man. This is definitely a good romantic movie.
Definitely a classic, yes.
Yeah, there you go. So what's your number 7?
My number 7 is another lesbian film. It's Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Celine Sciamma. You have the cast Noémie Merlan and Adèle Haenel. Adèle Haenel is this French beauty. You put her in a movie, any movie, and she's just going to stand out because she has this very cinematic movie star face. And this movie, Kenny, I tell you, it's a very poetic film. Like, it's out of this world. It's by the ocean and 2 women isolated, and one of them is a painter and she paints her lover and they discover each other and they discover love. And I can tell you how gorgeous this movie is. It's just so beautiful. And I love all those, like passionate woman and woman action, honestly, in film, because it's just when you have 2 women in a film, you seriously have an intense amount of passion that definitely shows. So it's such a great film and I recommend it for everyone.
Okay. I might need to check that one out.
It's French.
What's the movie called again? Oh, okay.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Some instant title.
Yes.
All right, so my number 7. I had this movie on my top 20 our favorite movie list, on the early version of the favorite movie list. And this movie is a romantic comedy. It came out in 2005. I always enjoy this movie. I'm pretty sure you might know what this is. I'm pretty sure you might know what this is. This movie was directed by Andy Tennant, and this movie, the character in this movie, remind me of myself, where he teach people to woo women, but he cannot do it himself. I got Hitch. Will Smith, Kevin James, Eva Mendes, Yeah, Hitch.
I adore this
Hitch.
film.
Hitch.
And it
Yeah,
totally
Hitch.
reminds me of you. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me. Yeah, yeah. I can help others, but I can't help myself. So yeah, when it comes to the
No,
movie,
come
so yeah.
on, stop saying that. It's because
It be
Hitch is like he's always out there
yeah,
standing by people's side and kind of like helping them. Yeah, yeah, I know what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
He
yeah. But
needs
not,
to
but this,
be more self-focused.
yeah, yeah. But this is definitely a good movie. I always enjoy Hitch, and I just got an update on Hitch. Will Smith, he been announcing a lot of sequels lately. That is a possible sequel. I heard Bad Boy getting another sequel. Of
Bad Boy,
course,
yeah,
yeah,
I believe it will get definitely because the other one
yeah.
was so successful. So
It
definitely
was,
this one will.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Iron Legend, of course, is getting a sequel. Of course, with Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, yes, who is
Yeah, Michael
killing
B.
it
Jordan.
now.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Hancock getting a sequel. With I heard Zendaya. He wants Zendaya as to play his daughter.
That would
Yeah,
be
that'll
that
be
would
interesting. Yeah,
exactly, and it will make sure that people will flood to the movie theaters because
yeah,
Zendaya is just the most successful. Like when you see the list now, they were talking about like
yeah,
movie stars who are making the most money. The only
yeah,
young one was Zendaya.
yeah,
So
yeah.
hello,
And
yeah.
she got a lot of movies coming up. She got a lot of movies coming up. And now I believe he just announced that he making his 2, which I'm not gonna lie, I've been wanting his 2 for a very long time. I'm just not sure how the story gonna go though. That's the only thing. If you make a part 2, I don't know how the story gonna go though. But I am curious about it.
I won't even imagine how it would go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not
But you're
sure.
excited for it, like you want
I
Hitch too. You wanted it
yeah,
long
I
ago,
do
but
wish it.
now,
Yeah,
do you think it will work out now? How do you think? Because it's
I
been a
think
long time.
the best way they could do it is Hitch had a son, and he teaches his son
You're right, exactly. You can't have
follow
like Will
to
Smith.
follow to follow his footsteps, and his son pretty much have the same problem as him, and something like that. Yeah, and he don't listen to his father on the advice that he take. So he try something like that, something like that. I can see it. I can see it going that
Maybe
route.
they're listening to us, Kenny, and they will
Who
like
knows?
take some of your words.
Who knows? But I don't know if they're gonna bring back Eva Mendes because she technically retired. But yeah, but Hitch, Hitch definitely one of my favorite romantic comedy, and that's my number 7. So what's your number 6?
My number 6 is Gone with the Wind. Problematic or not, we don't agree on it or not, but you can't deny the chemistry that Clark Gable and Vivian Leigh had in the past. Like Scarlett O'Hara and Red Butler. I mean, this duo is so iconic. And Scarlett is just this very enigmatic character. You can't just ignore how beautiful and majestic she was playing it. So, I mean, it's an iconic movie and I love their love story so much. I love the pull and push between them and the back and forth, and it's very kind of like old school romance too, which I really admire in a good movie. So definitely Gone with the Wind.
Okay, that's a good pick. I mean, I did watch that movie. That very long though. I did watch that movie.
I would watch it as a kid with my grandma because she was obsessed with Clark Gable and she had like a major crush on him. So I mean, I know what you mean, but still, it's so iconic and it's kind of like ingrained in you. Even if there are things that you feel like, oh my god, that's so problematic now, but you just can't help loving it.
Yeah. This is a classic. I mean, not my favorite movie, but it's a classic though. It's a classic. So my number 6. Okay, this is an instant choice. This is probably my only cartoon I have on the list. My only cartoon I have on the list.
Tell me.
And of course, this is a Disney classic. I mean, of course, a lot of Disney movies is romantic, but this one specifically is. And no, I'm not talking about the remake. I gotta stick with the classic of 1991. And it's about a princess and a beast. Beauty and the Beast.
See? Now I had it on my animated list and you didn't.
I did not have this on my animated. You're right.
So you have it on romantic, but of course, tale is all this time.
Yeah. The soundtrack is
amazing. As it can be.
Yep. Everything about this movie is amazing. I watched it as a kid, of course, and
we were obsessed with it as kids.
Yeah. And I enjoyed it, and Beauty and the Beast is definitely a classic. Yeah. One thing I didn't know was they have a older Beauty and the Beast movie. I never really knew that.
The
It was
Jean
an older.
Cocteau one, the French one, or it was also English? Because there was like La
I
Bête
think
and La Beauté. Uh-huh.
I'm not sure, but probably the one that you're describing, the French one, maybe.
Yes, exactly. This is the old one. Yes, the Jean Cocteau
Yeah,
one. You have
yeah,
to watch it.
yeah.
It's weird. Like it's different from this one, but it's like it's so weird. You have to. It's a different experience, but it will
It,
give you things. Like it will inspire you in ways you
it,
didn't imagine.
I'm guessing it's more darker. I guess.
Because yes, because the French can never be cute,
Yeah,
except if they're making Amélie Poulain or something. But usually French films are dark.
yeah, yeah. That's fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, so we're on our top five. We're on our top five. So what's your number five? This should be interesting. I'm curious what your top five is.
Okay, so my five is Slumdog Millionaire. Danny Boyle, Dev Patel when he was such a baby. He was so young. Frida Pinto, Anil Kapoor. However, Slumdog Millionaire is also another film that my boyfriend kind of like encapsulates his struggles. He comes from working class family and he kind of like struggled a lot and it really encapsulates his personality. So when I watched it in the past, it was such a fresh film to watch and it was so beautiful. And I love the music so much. A.R. Rahman is just brilliant. But when I watched it now and kind of like learned about his story, it kind of like made me even feel like a tug of heart, like, and the relationship again in the movie kind of reminds us of what we have. So it just tugs differently. This is why it's like on my top five because back then I was watching it like, wow, really good. And Danny Boyle, I love him as a director. And it was really something when it came out back in the day. We were like, wow, this is so fresh and new. But now when I watch it, it feels like even more emotional to me. This is why it had it in the top five. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good pick. I just saw that movie once. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I just saw
Right.
that movie once. Yeah,
Seeing it with fresh eyes makes an entire difference. I tell you.
yeah. So my number five, I got this classic. I got this classic movie that came out in 1975. This movie was
What?
directed. Yeah, 1975. Yes, yes, yes. I got two movies in the 70s in this list of my top five. This movie was pretty much about a struggling fashion designer who became popular. And she met this man, and this man, he charming. He a charming man. I ain't gonna hold you. He a very charming man. This movie was directed by Barry Gordy. The
Huh.
movie that the movie that I got, I like the suspect.
Drum roll, drum roll.
Yeah. So the movie I got for my number five is Mahogany. Diana Ross, Billy D. Williams.
Can you
Yeah,
believe I haven't seen this movie?
yeah, it's a romantic comedy. It's pretty
Annie,
good.
are you serious? Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
I have to check it out. Diana Ross? The Diana
Diana.
Ross? Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Diana Ross.
Okay.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
tuning in then.
And I
Ooh.
like how like she did pretty good in this movie. She did pretty good in this movie. She made the theme song for Mahogany, which is a really amazing theme song. And yeah, this movie I love this movie. I had to thank my aunt to put me on to this because yeah, definitely enjoyed this movie. And definitely a classic. Billy D. Williams, legend.
Watch this one. Oh my goodness.
You gotta watch
Wow.
this one. You gotta watch this one. You gotta watch it. That's my number five. What's your number four?
My number four is Moonlight. Barry
I,
Jenkins.
I knew you were
Definitely.
gonna add, I knew you were gonna add this. I knew this would be your picks. I knew it. I continue.
Barry Jenkins' Moonlight is one of the most beautiful films ever made in this life. I mean, I'm sorry, but Trevante wrote it as Chiron. And when you see Andre Holland doing great now, and he was, I mean, even Jarell Jerome as young
Oh
Kevin,
yeah.
and the teenager playing young Chiron, and then you have adult Kevin, Andre Holland, and then you have Trevante Rhodes as Chiron. This movie, I swear, when I watched it the first time, I realized how in the world can he even be, that beautiful, that big. Wait a minute. I think I messed up something. Beyond the Lights was supposed to be my number six. And then I said
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else is my number six. So definitely, this is why I have a missing movie. Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, wait a minute, why am I? So when we reach okay, the next one, I will say it's Beyond the Lights, and then
Okay.
because I like to get something else. So Moonlight to me is like one of those movies. When I watched it, I didn't imagine that an American director would do something so European, like such high art. It was so much like In the Mood for Love, movies like by someone like Wong Kar-wai or all these greats. Barry Jenkins reached a level of brilliance in this film. I mean, sorry, it's just I don't care about people who say La La Land deserved. I don't care, you guys. Moonlight deserved to win Best
I
Picture.
agree.
I
I
don't
agree.
care. I seriously don't care. Moonlight is a brilliant film, and I am sorry if you can't realize that. But seriously, seriously, one of my favorite films of all time.
That's a good pick. I gotta watch Moonlight again. I only watched it once, and it was a long time ago. But definitely, yeah, amazing.
You have to. It will hit you differently. It hits me. I watch it from time to time because it's one of my favorites. Every time it hits differently. Every time you notice something, and Mahershala Ali also played a. And there's Janelle
Yeah.
Monáe. There
Oh, yeah,
are
Jaylan.
tons of great actors in this film. You would never imagine.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. So my number 4. So I got the other classic movie that came out in 1974, and this movie is about a struggling mother who had many kids. She got many kids. She's struggling, live in a certain house and stuff like that. She working hard to provide for the kids and the family, and she meet this man who is a trash man. But I guess he's kind of wealthy. The She have secrets. Not secret. I forgot what you call it. They come to the house to check up on the family to see like what
The
welfare.
social service people or
They
something?
they get social service people and stuff like that. And this movie was written by Leslie Pine, and this
Right.
movie is called Claudine, starring Diana Claro, James Earl Jones,
I know this
Lawrence
movie, by the
Wilson,
way. I watched
Jacob.
it once, but I know
Yes,
it.
yeah,
Okay, why did you pick it that high on your list as a romantic film? Because of the
because
struggle. Tell me.
romantic. Well, it's a romantic. Look, I can pull up now. It's a romantic comedy drama, and and directed by John Barry. And I love the chemistry between Diana Claro and James Earl Jones, both legends, both no longer here with us. And I always love this. Oh, it's another movie that my aunt put me on to. My aunt put me on to this movie as well. And I just love this movie. I always love this movie. Also,
Yeah.
shout out to Gladys Knight, because she made a soundtrack for this movie, and G. Louise is amazing. And this is a classic. This is another classic that I had to have on my list. I had to have on my list. And yeah, I got Claudine. Definitely a classic that came out in 1974.
So beautiful.
Yeah. All right, so what's your number 3? Oh, we have top 3 now. What's your number 3?
Beyond the Lights. I'm not gonna say anything else. Now it's relegated to number 3, but then it deserves, honestly, because it's one of my favorite movies ever.
All right, there you go. So my number 3, I'm not sure if you have this movie. I think the next 3 movie, you could possibly have this on your list, but at the same time, you might not have this on your list because, yeah. But I know this movie, you definitely love this person from this movie. The movie came out in 1992. It's a romantic comedy, directed by Reggie Hilton, and this is one of your favorite people. And I had to add this movie because I love this movie. It is an all-star cast. I got Boomerang, Eddie Murphy, Harry Berry, David Allen Grill.
Eddie Murphy, please. We keep mentioning you. Come to our episode. I want to interview you.
Yeah. I have to add Boomerang. Boomerang is a classic. I love this movie. Eddie Murphy played a smooth brother who basically a ladies' man who tried to get older women until he met a match, which was played by Robin Givens. And then he met a very nice woman by the name of Harry Berry character. And then he ended up falling in love with her. He realized
Berry's
that,
like one of those people. She has a face born for falling in love with her. Seriously.
Yeah, even now she's still a beautiful woman now.
Oh my god, she is so gorgeous. Can you believe she's like what, in her 40s? She's like one of the most gorgeous women alive.
I think 50 now. I think 50 now.
Exactly. And see, she doesn't even look her age, which is so rare. Have you seen Kate Winslet? She looks so much older than her age. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Kate Winslet, I was like, whoa, hello. But Halle Berry has the face of a baby, basically.
Yes, yes. And I have to add this on my list. Probably one of my favorite, next to Hitch, one of my favorite romantic comedy, and probably close to my top 5 favorite Eddie Murphy movie. I just said I did have this on my list.
We have to have like a top 20 Eddie Murphy movies where we talk about our favorite Eddie Murphy stuff, because we basically just love his whole filmography. So this will be so, yeah.
Well, we could do that for a future episode. So yeah. But Boomerang is definitely my number 3. They did made a show. They did made a show about Boomerang that connected to the original movie, but it wasn't exactly, it was all right. But yeah. Boomerang is my number 3. So, what's your number 2? I'm curious. What's your number 2?
It's very, oh my gosh, it's such a cliche. I feel like you will be disappointed. It's Titanic. Again.
I had a feeling. A feeling. Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with Titanic. Like, there were times where I felt like, no, stop. But when I was younger, like, it was, first of all, this was the first romantic movie ever that I saw in my life. I was like basically a baby when I watched it. I was like a child. I wasn't even 10. And I was blown away. The effect that it had in me, I don't think a movie now can affect me that much because I'm much older. But you always remember the first romantic thing you watched, especially in the movie theater as a kid, when movie theaters were something, oh my God, bigger than life, larger than life for you. So I had it on number 2 because I would never ever forget how it was like seeing Leo DiCaprio on screen for the first time. It was just so larger than life, and Kate Winslet was at her prime, and I think it was a very daring film too for us. Like, he was drawing her naked, so we were like, whoa, as kids, what? And it's a PG-13 movie, so I mean, I will never forget the effect it had on me. So definitely it's number 2 for all time's sake.
I know you definitely had this on your favorite movie list. We spoke about this before,
right?
You spoke about this before, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised you had this on your list. I'm not surprised. But I don't have it on my list, but I was actually debating about it, how this on my list, because I had mixed feelings about Titanic. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's not one of my favorite. But you're all right. It's a lot of people's favorite though. Just like Love and Basketball. Like, it's a lot of people's favorite, but not my favorite.
Yeah, but you don't like Love and Basketball, but you like Titanic, but it's not your favorite, right? But I feel like you don't like Love and Basketball. Yeah. Okay.
I don't like. I mean, I like the cast. I just don't
but
like
not the film itself, or the story or whatever.
It's one of those movies where I've seen too much.
But in your defense, Beyond the Lights is so much superior to Love and Basketball, honestly. So much superior.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But my number 2, I spoke about this movie on my favorite movie list, so to add this on this list as well, it's pretty appropriate. So this movie came out in 2002. A coming to age romantic movie, and I spoke about her last time. She's always been a major actress, from this movie to the show that she did for 6 seasons, and talk about the movie again, which was also a novel with the same name. Yeah, I love this movie. I gotta add this movie again. And Walk to Remember. You should know that I'm going to add this movie.
Oh, of course.
Many more.
Jane West. She was an angel in this movie, and the song. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Only Hope, right? Oh my God.
Yeah. And I love this
Nicholas Sparks was killing it back in the Oats.
Yeah. And I had to add this. This is an amazing movie. The ending get me every time. Because
it's not on my list, but it's brilliant. Like, I love it. I adore it. I know what you mean. Yes.
Yeah. And I love this movie, man. And this deserves to be number 2 on my list. So A Walk to Remember. So now I'm curious. What is your number 1? I thought it would be Titanic, but I was wrong.
Never.
What's your number 1? I'm curious now, because I'm curious. Don't say it yet. Do we got the same number 1, or do we don't? I don't know. I'm curious. I'm going to see. I'm curious. I'm curious what your number 1 is.
If people didn't expect my number 1, I'd be disappointed. I know I have no fans whatsoever, because my number 1 movie of all time, romantic, a love story, drama, anything is In the Mood for Love. Like if you ask me,
Okay.
okay, I want to know the only movie that you love in life. Or remove everything else. Forget about everything else. Anything I said on this list doesn't compare to In the Mood for Love. I swear this movie, I'm obsessed with it, is a small world. Is a small word. I watched often. It's one of the most beautifully shot, beautifully made movies. Chris Doyle, the cinematographer, does a brilliant job. Maggie Chung and Tony Long are they're just manifestation, I think, of God's acting. It's one of the most wonderful films of all time. Brilliant. Deserves every acclaim, deserves all the love in the world. It's going to be forever my number one movie. Forever, 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 forever. Like if you even ask me, like, do I change anything? Maybe I change lists, I change movies up and down, blah, 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 but nothing will top this movie for me, not just as a romantic movie, but as a movie in general. And I think people have now known about me loving it because I write about it all the time and I share about it all the time on all social media. So if someone hasn't figured it out yet, I'm sorry, guys. You don't know me that well.
Oh, my bad. I got it wrong. I got it wrong.
I'm coming after you.
My bad. I mean, that's a good pick, though. That's a good pick. I believe I did saw that movie probably once. Definitely a good movie. A long time ago, though. Long time ago.
Barry Jenkins, by the way, said that one of the people who had an influence on him was Wong Kar-wai. And he talked about many Wong Kar-wai movies. And I can tell you, when you watch Moonlight, you know that he was inspired by Wong Kar-wai. He was definitely inspired by him. There is no doubt in that.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I thought we would have the same number one because this pick I got
What is
for
yours?
number one. So this pick I got for number one, you discussed this on your movie before. You discussed this on your movie. It was on your top 20 favorite movie list. I didn't have it on this list, but this time I will add it on a future list.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I didn't think that I would add on this list, but this is a classic that came out in 1992. You love this movie completely.
I know this movie. I know what you're going to say.
I'm shocked that you did not have this movie.
Because I had it on my favorite movie. Sometimes I feel like I had it here. I can't have it here. I had it there. I don't want to make people bored of me.
So, you know, this movie is a romantic thriller, drama film, directed by Mick Jackson, Lawrence Kasset. The two people in this movie have amazing chemistry, you know.
And they had it in real life as well.
Yeah, and they had it in real life as well. Yes, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about The Bodyguard. Yes. Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston.
I'm sorry.
Classic, yes.
He adores her. He worships her. I swear Kevin Costner said that he never loved a woman as much as he loved Whitney Houston. And for good cause. He's like, to this day, he remembers her. And they're doing a remake. And they say they might have Kim Kardashian. I hate my life.
Hold on. I'm going to get into more to the... I was going to mention that, but before we mention that, let's continue to talk about this, because this is amazing with the love between them. The soundtrack was amazing.
Doesn't she have the voice of, like, out of this world? This is probably why she died so young. Because she was too brilliant.
Yeah. And remind you, this was her film... This was her movie debut.
And you believe, and she's acting her ass off.
Yes.
She was just so good.
It was amazing, and the Bodyguard, Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston. Now that I talk about this remake, because I've been hearing many things about it too. So you're saying that Kim Kardashian both did the lead?
Can you believe? They say she's in talks.
I heard other people. I heard two other people who were in talks for the lead. One, I heard Taylor Swift. One.
Ew. Oh my God. Ew. It's even worse. Can you believe she's she's worse than Kardashian? I swear. Please give me Kim Kardashian anytime, but don't give me Taylor Swift.
But it's another person I heard in talks too.
Who?
And that person, I mean, she acts better than both of them. But I still don't think she would be a good pick either. I heard it from somebody I know. I heard Selena Gomez is also in talks.
Yeah, she's not as cringe as Taylor Swift, but she's not. I mean, she's so docile. You know what I loved about Whitney Houston in the original? Yeah. She was really wild. And I love how it portrayed the wild, dark side of celebrity. She wasn't even that cute and nice. You know what I mean? She was very antagonistic with him. And she was very, you know, like her own. And you could tell the darkness of the pop star. How can they encapsulate that? Selena's too tame for this.
That's what. Thank you. I feel like
He's so cute.
Selena Gomez is a dope. I like her as an actress. I like her. She's talented. Not for this role though. Not for this role though. That's what I'm saying. I don't.
But Taylor Swift, of course, is the worst because she's a wax museum person. She's not even an actress. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. And Kim Kardashian for this, no.
This would be a comedy. I wish they would do it, and it would be like a comedy with Kim Kardashian. Like, oh my goodness.
Like, who? Let me ask you this before we end this. Who? If you had to pick anybody to play this role, who would you pick to play this role? It could be, don't matter the skin color. Who do you think should play this role? Who do you think?
Wait, why not Janelle Monáe? Someone like, at least someone who has a bit of their hand in the music industry.
Yeah, agreed.
And at the same time, I don't want her to be, I don't know, it would be cringe to be a white actress. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I don't want a white actress doing it. But as for the guy, you can just get any blonde guy. You know, like there is a lot of them. Like there are lots of.
Yeah. I know for the guy, I would say your boy that you like, Austin.
Definitely, he would be very hot. Yes, and he would be good. And with because you know why I mentioned Janelle, because they had this actors and actors interview. They had such great chemistry together. I would love to see that, but I know they won't bring this. They will bring a very controversial figure like Taylor Swift or Kim Kardashian just to piss us off.
Yeah, you know who I picked. It should be Haley who did Ariel. I think she would.
Or Haley with Austin Butler.
Yeah.
They would be like so good. Yeah, and Haley has a great voice too.
Yeah, exactly. Even though a lot of people didn't like The Little Mermaid, her performance was great to me.
The movie itself was bad, but she was so good. But it was even better than Snow White. Did you see Snow White?
Oh, I do not.
This is not even a movie. They can kill themselves. I don't care. This is terrible. You guys, how dare you? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It was awful. But Little Mermaid was way better. But it wasn't that good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Haley has such potential.
She would be the best choice. I feel like she would be one of the best choices. Yeah, her voice
you are right.
I can see her doing that role with Whitney did. I can see her doing that role.
Exactly.
But you know Hollywood. But Hollywood didn't look to my show. So
come here, girl. Please listen to us. Yes.
Yeah. But that is.
You know what they will do? They will listen to us and they will cast Taylor Swift just to piss the both of us off.
Yeah. Because Taylor Swift might be a potential because her director that did her live show is directing the movie. So that's why it says.
So probably they might pick her at the end of the day. Please, get someone with credibility. Yes,
exactly. Somebody better. Like I feel like Haley should be the perfect choice, though.
Yes.
But that is this episode of the Top 20 Countdown Show, the series, and thank y'all for tuning into this episode where we discuss our top 20 favorite romantic movies. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and of course, thank you to my co-host Jaylan for doing the show with me. Definitely a fun journey. They're doing the show 2 episodes in, and yeah. And Jaylan, you already know what to do. Drop your social media, everybody can reach you, and tell them every day that you doing the course, and it's your time.
Right now, I don't know what I'm covering, like the San Francisco Film Festival virtually. There are many great foreign titles that I'm watching, so I can't wait to write about them or review or something. You can find me on Jaylan Salman on Instagram, Jaylan Salah on Blue Sky, and Jaylan_Salah on Twitter. The J Days YouTube channel, of course, where you will find all the videos.
There you go. And you can check out MrGentleman Lifestyle Pocket Presents the Top 20 Countdown Show with myself and Jaylan every second Thursdays.
Yay!
Thank you, and we'll be right back. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman. Now, I am the host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and this commercial break is brought to you by MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spinoff Series Thursdays. And Spinoff Series Thursday is the new home for MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spinoff Series that brought to you shows like a conversation about music podcast, the Old School Show, and Date Night Talk podcast. And a conversation about music podcast is a music spin-off series where we talk about anything music, from the current music scene and the old school music scene, where we interview many guests that's in the music industry and artists about their music journey. We have a segment game called The Face Off, which is a versus inspired game. And we have roundtable discussion about variety of music topics. And y'all can check out a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Now, the Old School Show that features myself and the star Roddy Rod is a show where we discuss anything old school, from music, TV shows, movies, and many more. We also bring in guests to join in on the old school conversation. Y'all can check out the Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. Every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And last but not least, we have Date Night Talk podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B, where we talk about anything relationship related topics like love, dating, relationships, cheating, the good and the bad, and many more. And y'all can check out this spin-off series, Date Night Talk podcast, every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. So look out for MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Presents Spin-off Series Thursday, a conversation about music podcast every first Thursdays. The Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursdays, and Date Night Talk podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursdays. And y'all can check out MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays for the main series and every Thursday for spin-off series Thursdays. And thank y'all for checking out this commercial break. And now back to your regularly scheduled program. True! I just want to take the time to everybody be tuning into this latest episode of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Presents the Top 20 Countdown Show, the series. Thank you to my co-host Jaylan for doing the show with me. It's always a good time when we do the show, and I can't wait to do more the Top 20 Countdown Show, the series. Part of the spin-off series Thursday lineup every third Thursday at 12 p.m. You can check out MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sunday for the main series and every Thursday for a spin-off series Thursday lineup, where we have shows like a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday at 12 p.m. Date Night Talk podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second Thursday at 12 p.m. The Top 20 that show, the series with myself and Jaylan every third Thursday at 12 p.m. and the Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 p.m. You can also check out the newest spin-off series Thursday show, Date Night Talk Stories, coming real soon. You can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Good and many more. Y'all can rate the show 5-star rating on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Good Podcasts. The more y'all reach more people know about MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Ken, aka MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Ken, aka MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, where you can listen to the audio version of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. You can check out the visual version of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast called MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast TV. You go check out MrGentleman Facts Quote of the Day every Monday on YouTube and other social media platforms. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. If you want me to get on Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, send me a bio about yourself and everything that you do to my email, Ken, ybgnt@gmail.com, or hit me on social media, Ken _ Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken, Ken _ Mr. MR Gentleman, GENTLEMAN. And we can set something up. I still look for guests for the main series of season 10 of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast and the Spinoff series Thursday shows. You could also check me out on the Premier Voice Podcast with myself, Aaron Keith-Tuxan, Star Writer Rod, and Long Live the Chief Mighty Mouse. New episodes of the Premier Voice Podcast every Wednesdays at 12 a.m. A part of the Premier Power Network. Other shows you can check out on the Premier Power Network, King Talk with Aaron Sand, hosted by Aaron Keith-Tuxan. You can check out all episodes now and look up for the newest show After Hours with Aaron Sands coming soon. You can check out all episodes of Star Time Podcast hosted by the Star Writer Rod on all podcast platforms. Look out for new episodes of Welcome to the Trilogy hosted by Long Live the Chief Mighty Mouse coming soon. Listen and support every show in the Premier Podverse. And of course, add me on Good Pods, Ken, Mr. Gentleman. Y'all already know Good Podcast to many independent podcasts that you see where everybody listens to. We can rate each other's shows. And we had the charts. And at the time, it's time for Mr. Gentleman, like the achievement, where we spotlight everything Mr. Gentleman, like the podcast is doing. And of course, we got the Good Pod charts for top 100 shows. We are number 12 on the normal charts, number 3 on the indie charts for society and culture. We are number 2 on the normal charts, number 1 on the indie charts for personal journal. We are still number 1. We've been number 1 for almost 50 days. So thank you, everybody, to continue to have it number 1 for personal journal and Good Pod. For dating, we are number 2, and we are still number 1 on the indie dating charts. For music interview, we are still number 1 for indies and normal charts. For self-improvement, we are number 3 on the normal charts and number 1 on the indie charts. Thank you, everybody that continue to support Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast on Good Pod, and on all podcast platforms. It really means a lot. Once again, thank you. And of course, check out the official website of Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlikethatpodcast.com. You can check out every episode of Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast. All 270 episodes of Mr. Gentleman, like the podcast. You can check out every guest who's been on Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast. All 83 guests who've been on Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast. You can check out every guest that I've been on. More guests to pick on real soon. Check out the official merch store from Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast. www.mrgentlemanlikethatpodcaststore.dashes.com. We have shirts, hoodie, masks, mug, hats, socks, bags, and many more. Support the official merch store so we'll upgrade your listening experiences. Check out the official merch store of Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast. www.mrgentlemanlikethatpodcaststore.dashes.com, and check out the official website of Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast. www.realmrgentlemanlikethatpodcast.com. Once again, thank you everybody that tuned into this latest episode of Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast presents the top 20 Countdown Show, the series with myself and Jaylan. And I'm going to give y'all a little update on the top 20 Countdown Show, the series. So these 2 episodes that we brought out, they were recorded last year. And since then, we have not recorded no new episodes at all for a long period of time. So the feature of the show, we are coming out with a new episode later this year, which will be the season 1 finale of the Top 20 Countdown Show. And once we get more info on that, I will let y'all know when we get more info of the season 1 finale of the Top 20 Countdown Show, the series, myself and Jaylan, and give y'all a little bit more update in the future. So yeah, so look out for that. But the next episode of Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast, the main series will return on March 1st. So save the date, March 1st, we will return with new episodes of Mr. Gentleman, like that podcast. Have a good day or night, wherever you're listening to this episode.
I am Jimmy Uriah Starr, and you are listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.